Here is another opportunity to talk about an amazing yet underrated sneaker. What I'm talking about is the Air Max 1 Shima Shima. Before we go straight to my first impression, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification icon to keep you up to date with the Sneakeroo's latest reviews. Right at the very start, I mentioned the word underrated. Now, what do I mean by that? The Air Max 1 Shima Shima started with a huge hype among sneakerheads, but leading up to the release, it kind of died down a little bit. There were not too many conversations about it. Now, some people might have reasons, but I have my reasons as well why I still want this Air Max 1 Shima Shima. Being able to cop a pair of Air Max 1 Shima Shima is very exciting for me. The Air Max 1 Shima Shima was first released in 2003 as part of a collection including the Air Max 1, the Dunk High, and the Air Trainer. According to the official website, this shoe is an exact 1-to-1 ratio from the previous release. Although I cannot say a direct comment on that one because I haven't got the original release. One thing that I could say though, that this is nostalgic for Air Max 1 collector. Fast forward to today, I have this 2023 release in Plum Eclipse colorway. So now let's start by talking about the bottom of the shoe. Just like any other Air Max 1, this is what they call the waffle design. And in this case, this part here is in Plum Eclipse all the way to here. And then on this side is actually in Wolf Gray together with this one in this part of the middle of the outsole. Now going to the midsole, it is actually in Summit White color. And it goes all the way to the other side of the shoe. Now with the toe box, it is actually wrapped in premium leather that goes all the way from this side all the way to the back of the shoe. I actually love the feel of this smooth leather. This is actually what they call the mud guard, and it goes all the way till here. And it is in Plum Eclipse color to match with the Nike swoosh. Now with the tongue of the shoe, this is actually the logo of Shima Shima, and it's written in Japanese or in kanji characters. Now, I'm not really sure if you really have to read it from left to right or from right to left. Do you know how it goes? Maybe just put your comments below. The visible air unit speaks comfort and cushioning. Just like any other Air Max 1 silhouettes, the air sole gives great level of comfort. One thing to notice though, if you look closer to the air sole or the air unit, it is actually in brown or in Plum Eclipse color. Another important detail of this Air Max 1 are the obvious stripes in the lining of the shoe, hence the Japanese word Shima. So when it comes to the branding, all I can see is that you have the Nike Air logo at the heel portion of the shoe, and you have the two Nike swooshes on this side and on the other side as well, on the medial and the lateral side. Now, there's no other branding except for the Shima Shima that is actually in the tongue, like I mentioned earlier. But other than that, it's the only thing that you could actually see. Well, of course, I mean, there is a branding at the bottom, which is the Nike Air. And I think that's just about it. Another thing that I'd like to say about this shoe is I like the color blockings. Like the way how they implement the plum color in this, in the mud guard. And at the same time, the combination of the Summit White color paired with Wolf Gray is actually a nice vibe to it. I mean, it's not overly decorated with psychedelic colors. It's just more of an earth tone color and that kind of vibe into it. The shoelace is also nice, but I think you can also use other colors such as a white or cream color just to kind of make it a little bit stylish or a little bit more unique in terms of the look and feel. But overall, you can keep the shoelace like this, or you can change it into a different color depending on your preference, as long as it will not, kind of deviate to the color of the shoe, meaning you're not gonna put light green here or an orange over here or probably a pink shoelace. You're not going to do that. You will destroy the look and feel of the Air Max 1 Shima Shima. Now in terms of the sizing, I actually went with my true to size, which is 9.5 US. One thing that I could suggest though is you have to fit it first. Now you can go to any store and look for any Air Max 1 that is available, and then you can try it on, and then you can decide that if 9.5 or 8.5 or any other size that you have is actually the right fit for you. Now you can just go online and buy it, or you can just buy it from a reseller. Now the Air Max 1 Shima Shima retails at $230 Australian, and when I actually bought my pair, it was online, and it took me like around 15 to 20 minutes, and after that it was sold out. I mean, I was really surprised when I was purchasing this pair of sneaker. I mean, I couldn't believe that in just a short span of time that my size will be sold out. Well, actually, it's not just my size, but the entire probably the different variations of different sizes are also sold out. With all the amazing things mentioned earlier, there are two things that I actually didn't like. One of them is the crease in this part of the shoe. I'm just wondering why, because this is a brand new pair. Another thing to add is the texture of the leather. On this side is actually smooth, but this one is a bit rough or kind of creased. I'm just wondering why this is different. Overall, I absolutely like this colorway. You can wear this pair of shoes to look stylish without being overly obvious or asking for attention. You can pair it with track pants and denim jeans. You can also wear this with something white, cream, or brown cargo pants and shorts. Now let me ask you this, will you rock a pair of Air Max 1 Shima Shima? Or what is your go-to Air Max 1 colorway? Up until next time, this is Dace, and I'll see you in the next video.